Hey everybody, Green Dragon here, and welcome back to my channel. So, we're back here in Derail Valley. We are currently here at a sawmill, I think. Yeah, we're at the forestry self. Okay, it's not the sawmill. We're at the forestry self over here currently. So, we found our caboose that we left over here. And I was actually thinking we need to get that back to the museum. So we're gonna do that. Plus, we're also gonna take a job because we see there is one here to the city south. Wait, where's the job things? Ah, there we go. There we go. Here's one to city south. So we're actually gonna take this one. Well, I hope we can take it. Never mind. We cannot take it. Would have been nice, though. What? Logistical? Really? I don't have a license for logistical. Logistical. Can we buy it? There we go. 20 grand, you say? Let's see if that's a problem. That's a problem. Right, never mind. Right, so... Oh boy. We'll just have to see what makes this online. Yeah, the problem is I don't think that local of ours can handle so much. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, we can only like do 250 ton, and then we're gonna be like crawling. Ooh, what's that one over there? That's another 13 grand. Okay, well, this one we just gotta unload and store. This one we should be able to do, and that's like an easy 13 grand right over here. So, right, what do we need to do? But on these ones, okay, they are already here. Right, so that will basically be all of these guys. 944, yeah, there we go. So it's basically gonna be all these guys that we brought with at the last episode. Let's just quickly check over here. So there we got 944. 47. Might as well do a valve check while we're here. So that's closed. That's loose. Lefty loosey. Right, 47. You're lefty loosey. Great. Right, you are connected. Couplings is connected, and the valves are open. 704. Yes, you're in line, and you're lefty loosey. Boy, hinged, coupled, valves open, yes. You're 868, yes. And you're also lefty loosey. Very important, check those lefty loosies. Right, connected, coupled, and valves open. 168, yes, you're next on the list, and you're lefty loosey. Right, hooked, coupled, valves open. And you should be 412. And you're not lefty loosey. You're righty tighty. Okay, hook, coupled, valves open. Yeah, valves open. And you should be 244. Great, so that's all of you, and you're righty-tighty. And you are not hooked, and you're not coupled or anything. Right, so... Right, so let's do that. Right, so we need to hook you up. Tighten you. Connect you up. And then open up these brake valves. Right, so next time we won't forget it. Right, so what do you want me to do with these guys? Is it just my imagination, or is this cart moving on its own? This cart's moving on its own. Yeah, it looks like quite a long thing, so you know what, we'll just double tie it. Just get both of these brakes up. Right, there we go. Right, so you want us to take these things and unload them at BL1. And you want to uncouple those over there, and then that one over there. Right, okay, it looks simple enough. But you know what they say about simple jobs. Right, we are at south. So we need to unload them at 1. Oh boy. Right, so that's north. That's still north. Oh boy. Right, so we are currently facing north over here. So right, we need to get out of here, then reverse it in. And then we're gonna unload the stuff, leave the carts at 7 and 6. 7 and 6. Right, so let's make sure 7 and 6 is open. And we don't have any nasty surprises. Oh boy. So that's 3. Right, so we do have nasty surprises here at 7 and 6. Oh boy, we got severe surprises. Okay, well... Okay, well, we'll push that back. Then I'm sure we can also just give that a little nudge forward. So alright, let's get to unloading. Which should be at track 1. Right, so we are hooked, clamp, coupled, and brake valves are open. So we're gonna not pick up any issues. So let's just... There were 2 wagons over here that were righty-tighties. There we are. It's alright, both are lefty-loosies now. Right, let's get this local all powered up. Get the compressor going. Make sure our brakes are all engaged. Great. Then we'll open up the brake valve. Disengage the parking brake. And yeah, just get our lights for forward. Oh boy. Right. Get out. That brake going. Oh wait, we gotta select gears. There we go. Right, so we need to exit here. By over here, so we'll just have to keep a fine eye out that we're really past this track over here. I have a switch. Right, I don't think I'm gonna really see. Oh, I forgot the good old whistle that we're moving. Yeah, I need to sort of make a tie that we can see that last car leaving that point. It looks like we've still got carts going. Yeah, can't really see from here. Well, it looks like we've still got more carts going. How long is this train again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Alright, so I think we can start engaging the brakes. Right, so with a complete stop, set everything up for reverse direction. Not that the freaking spotlights in is gonna help. Right, let's just make sure our thing over here is switched. So we went out by the north, so oh no, don't you. Left, left, left. There we go. You're still left. I don't want a freaking derailment on my hand again. Right, let's get all these guys unloaded. Right, all the couplings and everything should be nice and tight. Right. Great. We can do a bit of a momentum on here. I just really hope we're gonna put all of these things to that parking area there. But yeah, currently the one on thick is gonna be an issue. I don't want to go too fast. I can't afford any more fines or anything. I really need to get all of this money going for old Timmy, the DM3. Right, now I just need to focus on and see if I can see that tell point. I think there's a sell point. Honey, we're home! Oh my goodness. Look at me be old train driver like. Oh wait, that's not the selling point. But in any case, we're gonna start braking over here. And engage brake. Put the local into neutral. Oh boy. And then we just switch off all of his lights. Oh boy, why am I getting lost from my controller? Right, I'm sure we can leave everything idle. I mean, it's not going to take them that long to unload it, is it? Oh no, that's a cash point. Oh, there we go. There's an unloading freaking thingy. Right, unload. Huh? What do you mean misaligned or derailed? Oh, I think we pushed it too far back. We need to push it a little bit forward. Okay, I think we went too far forward. Okay, well I didn't think that would be a thing, but okay, you say so. Who am I to complain? I'm merely a train driver. Right, let's just go forward. Right, I think we're too far. Now we have to get those guys onto the straight. I just feel like we got brakes on somewhere. On one of these wagons. Okay, let's try to aim to get the last one through to there. There we go. I think that should be doing it. Alright, apply all the brakes. Oh wait, I forgot to put the local in neutral. I don't know if that's really a thing. You can correct me if I'm wrong about it. I don't know, I also got to look at those, the red light and the front light. I think it also means something. I'm not sure if you got to do it for every wagon or not. There we go. Right, so the little guy that gets singled out is 244, which is hopefully the guy right here at the front. 244. Yeah, 244. Which will be nice. Yeah, 244 right in the front. Great. That's actually going to work out beautifully for me. Right, so let's get to the front gear, get all of our stuff set up for forward. Although, you know what, we're just shunting, so I don't think we really have to worry about lights. Right, get a bit of traction going first. Remove the frame brake. Oh, that's much lighter. Oh, that's much lighter on the pull away. How's our fuel and everything doing? That's all looking good. Now, you see, that little guy's going to be a problem. And I think I know the schmuck that left it like that. That would be me. Right, okay, so we need to go all the way. Oh, darn it, I didn't measure. I didn't measure that last part over there. Well, we'll just have to keep an eye out. Because I also can't really see around that corner over there. So basically we have to get to the wagons past that little switch over there. Right, I think we can start applying the frame brakes. Have I? Okay, let's just see the map. So, oh boy. So why is the switch finger not showing? Right, that's weird. Okay, the clicking on the stuff's not working. Why not? Is it because of that? Ah, there we go. So you need to be left, left, left. Great. So we're 100% sure about that. I hope. Right, time for reverse. Are we sure about that? Okay, well, there's a freaking exhaust pipe, so it has to be right. Right, let's just people know this is my back end. Right, now we need to sort of try to zoom in there. I don't think I'm going to give a lot of speed to this. Well, I'm going to try not to do a lot of speed because I really don't know where those other wagons are and how deep they are in. So we're not going to try to do it extremely fast. I still feel like one of these wagons has got its freaking emergency brakes on. Or maybe it's just because I'm pushing uphill now. Okay, I hope we got enough momentum. Right, let's keep the momentum up. Oh boy. I'm not gonna like this. We can't see, for crying out loud, how far we are from other wagons here. Yeah, you're lefty loosey, so. Okay, where's those other wagons? There's other wagons standing there, so I don't want to really push too much for derailment. How do you want to? Please tell me my carts are clearing that. Oh my goodness, yes they are, thank goodness. Oh my heck. Can you imagine if they were all now busy derailing over there, scratching into that corner over there? Can you freaking imagine that? Right, because I don't know how far those things are, so I'm just gonna slow down a little bit and just like stick to the 5 kilometers rule, because I don't really want to bash into those other freaking wagons over there and I can't see them. I thought there were other wagons here. Right, so that should give me quite a good break on it. And we're deep enough. There we go. Right, full brakes, neutral, oh boy. Right, let everybody know we're parked. Right, so we're going to tighten you up. Then we're going to close this. Let the air roll out. And then we unhook you. And there we go. Right, you we can leave loose. I just want to make sure about these guys are right over here. What was the end of our contract? I think it was 944. And 704. Okay, so it should be 47. And 944. Oh, we still got freaking plenty of room. What do you all think should happen in this situation? Should we push them all together or leave them like that apart? I don't know, you guys are more than welcome to give your opinion. I don't know why these wagons keep on sliding off on their freaking own. Right, so let's go move that other cart onto the next set of tracks. Maybe I should make a habit of pushing them all together. That way you like really tighten up the space. But it's not like as if you're gonna miraculously like unhook one. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Well, if I use a radio, maybe. Maybe then. Yeah, I'm not even gonna move far. Right, where's the signal? Ah, there we go. So let's apply brakes. Yeah, a little bit further away. A little bit more in there. There we go. Right, so we can somehow switch it like that. Let everybody know we're going in reverse. Right, reverse gear. And let everybody know that we're busy moving. Right, so we're just gonna tap this very lightly. Yeah, we can somehow let the momentum do the rest. Oh boy, maybe too slow? I don't want to ram this thing too hard. Yeah, you know, you don't force these type of things. Right, brakes are engaged. Let's go to neutral. And then we just also put all of our lights. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook these guys on. Right, couple, brake valves open. Alright, now we can loosen up the rest of the lefty-loosey. Connected, coupled, open, lefty-loosey. Yeah, connected, coupled, and brake valves open. Lefty-loosey. Connected, coupled, and valves open. And not lefty-loosey. There we go. Alright, so we're just gonna back up all of that all the way back. And that should be the freaking easiest 15 grand so far in this game. This is 6, right? And that is 244. 244 and that's 6, yes. Great. Right, reverse gear. Let everybody know we're going into reverse. Right, uncouple the... well, basically the wagon brakes. I wish I could have a radio, man, to tell me exactly how far these wagons are from that point over there. Can't really see that far. Yeah, it looks like that's connected. We are also playing in that hardcore career mode, so you're not allowed to do first person funny business. Right. So I think for safety's sake, let's just hook these guys together. Couple them. Right, valves open. And you know what? We'll make you lefty. Right, then I think what we'll do is we'll make sure this side, all the brakes are on. This is quite a long wagon, so we'll do 2 to 3 parking brakes in the front. Right, you off. You off. You off. You off. You are off. Right, you are off. 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 Alright, this is the second last wagon, so we'll just clamp on its brake. And then we'll also do this one's brake. There you go. Right, so now we can safely close this air brake. Uncouple. Let the air escape. Let those brakes energize. Close that. Undo. There we go. And there we go. That's an easy job. Right, so we can switch on our handbrake over here. I think let's turn off all the lights here. But oh, aha! Somebody was naughty. I left the freaking I left the I left it in gear. I should have left it in neutral. There we go. That was easy delivery. That was easy as pomegranate pie. Anybody ever had a pomegranate pie? I still want to get my caboose back to freaking south. But yeah, our main goal is we need to like get 100 grand to freaking fix Timmy. Wait, is there a garage that I can go into here? Or is there even like a shop over here? Nope, no shop. That's a shame. But maybe there's a garage I can go into. Right, there you go. Give me a moolah. Oh my goodness, 20 grand. Nice. Right, well, we can add that to my library. Hello, moolah. Right. I wonder. Alright, let's just see if this recovers again. Anybody that can tell me if I'm back or not? Right, okay, I've got like a yellow error over here, so I'm not sure if you guys are still receiving or not. Alright, let me just maybe check manually quickly. Is this thing still live on YouTube? Well, it looks like it's still streaming on YouTube. It just says, unfortunately, the quality is very poor due to our freaking bloody ISP, I believe. Sorry, I just want to quickly close some other programs here as well. Okay, that should be good enough. Twitch, is that still going? YouTube. Yeah, no, Twitch looks like it's still going. Okay, so apologies about the delayed buffering and crap like that, but unfortunately it's South Africa and it's out of my control. I just want to go exploring here a bit of the sawmill since it's now like a daytime. Oh, those are just some of my license nonsense over there. I need to actually put that stuff in my backpack as well, actually. Right, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep these on me like that. Not that there's a real need for that. I'm sure I can actually just leave all the licenses here on the freaking table, actually. Right, let's just see if there's any hidden goodies over here. Because there's my caboose I can take back to sell. Right, that's definitely not an old loco. Oh my goodness, can you imagine if I mix Euro Truck Simulator and this game? Or American Truck Simulator in this as well. Well, actually, any train simulator game and Euro Truck Simulator and that, but then we also gotta, I don't know, give you a bit of a quest that you actually make some moolah in Train Simulator, do it for a good reason. I don't know, get like salary or something like that, but you only get paid for drives that you make. You don't get like a fixed monthly salary. And when you get penalty fees if you behave the loco very badly. Right, how much is this logistical? You see, that's only going to be like 8 grand. Do we got any more shunting work to do here? Yeah, I don't see any more shunting work we can do here. And all of these jobs are going somewhere else. So that really doesn't make any sense. So, you know what? We're gonna purchase this logistical license. Boom. You need to own concurrent orders in... What? Ah, great, really? So that means I need 30 grand. Oh boy. Well, then we might as well invest, so... Ah, great, really? Okay, great, I'll clear all my fees. But not at your freaking price. Right, where is the service thingy over here? Really? You want to tell me you got no service station here? You want to tell me you just got that wheel spinning thing and that's it? Well, the train rotate thingy. Yeah, that's it. That's all that we got over here. Is that an old loco I can claim? Ooh. Oh, I require S09 license. Oh, this is a steam engine. Right, so in order to get the license, I need to pay for that other thing, but then I might not get a job that's gonna take me to South. Unless, does any other jobs take me through City South? When I can just drop off a caboose there. Oh boy. Where's the sawmill? The sawmill is over there, so... And there's... Oh boy, we can't do that one on the sawmill. This one we can do, though. No, we can't. It's got logistic hauling on it. This one we can do. I'm sure we can do this freight haul. Then, you know what, let's just... Oh my goodness. Fine. There you go. Take your freaking money. Right, no fees. Right, so now we're gonna buy that other license so long. It's a freaking 10 grand license, but yeah, why not? There you go, you freaking money grabbing machine. Yay! Oh, okay. That's nice. Now we can do 2 orders at the same time. Whoopee! What? Does the next one allow me 3 orders at the same time? Right, so that we need to take to the sawmill, but that's already at 228 tons, so... Okay, that one's 7 grand, this one's 3 grand. And this one? Yeah, we don't have logistic hauling yet. So I think let's take this one and we'll drag the caboose with us. Right, so we need to take 4 carts. Deliver the following cargoes at station and track. So I don't need to unload them. Okay, great. Which ones do I need to get? Um, 581. That's not you. 581. Where are you? Nope. Sorry, 532. Nope. 412. Nope. Nope. Oh wait, maybe it's you guys. Yeah, here's my cargo. 757. 755. 638. 800 and 581. Sorry folks. I really hope that we're back online again. So I don't know if somebody can just like give a shout out and just say hi. Your thing's still running. Right, so great, we need to deliver all of these to the sawmill. So the sawmill, I need to exit through the south. Which is that way. And my loco is currently standing how? Ah! It's facing the opposite direction. Unless... Okay, but here's the problem. My caboose, I want to take with. But currently my caboose is not right. So we can unhook the caboose. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do it that way. Right, so this is uncoupled, connected, and yeah, your brakes are on. Great. Right. Let's start this guy up. Alright, why is the train brakes not... There's no freaking brakes on this thing on. Which is not 100% right. Right, so we're gonna go forward. I don't think we really gotta worry about the light sequence on when we're shunting. I don't know, if anybody can give feedback about that, that would be lovely. Right, so the third track should be cleared. Well, it should always remain clear. Just getting to there is now the thing. Right, so we just gotta make sure this guy's switched to the left. Right, there we go. You're switched. Right, alright, let's stop this guy. Right, change direction. Give the old holler that we are gonna move. Then we gotta pick up our well, we're not gonna pick up the caboose yet. We got a bit of maintenance to quickly do first. Right, 15 kilometers per hour through a shunting yard. Right, fuel is full, everything's full, everything looking great. We're overspeeding a little bit. Just try to keep our speed at 15. Yeah, I know the game said 20, but in South Africa our shunting speed is 15 kilometers per hour in shunting yards. Yeah, boy, wrong button. Just for in case somebody is sneaking through the freaking cargo that's standing here, or wagons. Is that thing big enough for the caboose and me or not? No, I don't believe that turning wheel will be big enough for both of us. Hello, caboose. We are taking you with us. It's just really a shame you're not big enough so that I can just drive in. Okay, well, it doesn't help actually just turning around like that. I need to drag its rear end out of here. Right, let's just make sure about this switch that it's set to the right place. There we go. Oh, then we can apply mild train brakes. Okay, maybe a bit too early. Yeah, but wrong button. Wrong freaking button. Right, go into reverse. Wait, oh, sorry, forward. Right, give the guys all a good indication where we're heading. Just letting them know we're moving. Right, I think I'm gonna brake quite hard on this one. Ah, boy, but I'm not gonna see behind. Oh, boy. Yeah, well, we need to in any case. Right, a little bit more mild brakes. There we go. Now that's a decent speed to couple on. Right, neutral. Just get our light sequences right here. There we go. Right, we're just gonna hook you up quickly. Right, is your brake thing off? Where is your parking brake thing? I should have checked the air valve before we opened up the air, hey? Oh, there we go. Home, sweet home. I get all these drawers closed. Can't make my place look like a pigsty, can we? There we go. I just need to get the zinc repaired. Get the nice comfortable thing going there. Got a nice little oven going here. Oh, this is going to be great. Home from home. Oh, okay. That's actually quite nifty. There we got our office. I really don't know what that's all about, but anyhow, yes, it's important. Right, so we're gonna go into reverse. Get reverse sequence up. Let the guys know we're moving. Whip our brand new little caboose. But we can't see past for living crap. This might be a bad idea. And I've got a history about bad ideas. Where's the switch? Alright, we need to... Yeah, we need to reverse all the way back there. We might as well set up the tracks for, where do we need to collect? B5. We might as well set up the tracks for B5. Where are we going through? Oh boy, I can't see which one it's highlighting. Right, so if we have to use our trusty compass, so that's south. So, alright, let's get all of these things right. So, that way out is south, so... yeah, we want to go to the right. And we want to go to the left. Oh, left. Ah, sorry. Right. And then pick up our cargo on... oh, track 7. Oh, my. Track 5. Oh, my goodness. Right, let's get everything into reverse. No, wait. Forward. Yeah, forward. My mistake. Well, that's not really gonna help us. Right, forward. Well, at least the caboose has got a freaking window that we can sort of like see through. We just gotta make sure we are on track. We're going through to track 5. Get some speed going. No. That's alright. Brake. We're going the wrong freaking direction. That makes no sense. Compass says that's north. So, dragon, you know. Right, sorry about that, folks. Ooh, that was a bit rough. Impatient. That's what's happening over there. Impatient. Now that should be far enough. Right, now we can go forward. Sorry, wrong lever. Right, now we can blow on. Right, so we want to get to parking lot 5. We hope everything's set up nicely. The problem is now I can't see the freaking cargo. Where's the numbers? Oh, there we go. So we should be going left, yes. Up right. And I presume we're wrong over here. Yeah, no, we're right. And then left, yes. That's a way to do it. I wonder how much ton this freaking caboose weighs. Don't they ride for weight like a down on the side or something? Oh boy, now we can't see the freaking cargo. Well, we can see through that little window over there. Maybe if we open up the door. My word, oh my goodness. Right, let's not do that while it's moving, eh? I think that will be a brilliant idea if we don't do that type of stuff while we're moving. Right, warn everybody, get out of the way or get squished. You have been warned. Come on. Nice and easy. I believe we should almost be there. Come on, hook up. There we go. And, yeah, we should, wait, neutral. Great. Lights, back to neutral. I'm being too much in a rush now. I must stop that. Do it calmly. Deep breaths. Right, we can hook you up so long. Wait, wait, no. Couple, open the after brake levers. Right, we're still gonna keep you tight for now. But we're just gonna make sure hook coupled, valves open, lefty loosey. Make sure of our cargo don't script over here. 638. Tighten, coupled, open, lefty loosey, and you are on the manifest as well. Hooked, coupled, valves open, and not lefty loosey. Right, lefty loosey. I don't want any trouble. And you are also on the manifest. And the last valve is closed. Great. So basically you guys are ready for transporting, but I first want to go turn my local around. I'm not driving in reverse again. Right, so we're just gonna tie to you. Close you open, unhook, get all the air escape. There we go. Right, so we're just gonna turn this local around quickly. Right, we're gonna go in reverse. Reverse lights on. Right, we can disconnect there. Yeah, we. Right, so we're just gonna quickly turn this guy around. And then we'll come back for you. Oh wait, we forgot to tell everybody we're moving. Oh my god, that's very important. You gotta sound that horn when you're freaking driving. These things run so silent. This thing can blooming whack you without you even knowing it. Right, I mean, before we departure, we can just double check our destination tracks that all of that stuff is set up correctly. Or how we even want to set that up. Right, I'm just gonna continue with the lights as is till somebody tells me otherwise. Maybe I must just go find a good train driver and ask this light sequence and shunting yards, are they really necessary or not, or is it just for the long haul between towns and all of that. Right, going forward. Shush. It's silent infidel. Alright, going in reverse. Let everybody know we're moving. I can't remember how to what was it? Was it Railroader Online or Railroader something? Where they actually gave you the specific amount of tones that you need to do. And I think it was like 2 short and 1 long, or maybe like 1 short, 1 long, 1 short. Or was it like 3 shorts to let everybody know you're moving? I can't remember. I'll have to go read up on that, and then I'll report back to you guys on the next episode. I'll also try to figure out, find out somewhere along the line about the lights. Is it really necessary to switch the lights from forward to reverse the whole time, or not really? Right, parking brakes on. Let's just coaster you to neutral. Right, use this guy, because at least this guy we can like see. I wish I could have made this a little bit easier on the eyes. To like really see the rotation, but yeah, hardcore, unfortunately, it doesn't really work out that well. There we go. Right, so now that we're facing the right direction, the only thing that I don't really like about the joystick throttle that I'm using, it's very sensitive, like on the acceleration. It's just like I move it a little bit, but then it accelerates way too fast. I just want to get it that it like gets to that point where it like the traction gauge just like lifts up. I don't really want to like jolt the poor little bastard every time. She needs a lot of love and attention and delicacy. That's the right word, delicacy or delicate. Either way, will be delicious. Right, let's go pick up our cargo. Right, reverse gear on, reverse lights, put that to red, and then we just do a silent little bit. So we can hear the traction motor going. I really hope in the next patch we're going to quickly fix up all this grass and the tracks. Apparently it was fixed, it wasn't like this in the beginning, but when they did track alterations, but they never moved the foliage apparently on one of the readmes, complaints that I read. I think it is 2 and then 1 long. Yeah, that sounds very familiar. But maybe that's just for road crossings. Now we're just going to keep up this speed and just like gradually slow down. Don't worry, we'll get you to City South safe and sound. Oh boy, and then we gotta figure out 20 grand for logistic hauling. Oh, too much brakes. There we go, almost, almost, almost. Come on, give it a little left tap. There we go. Now that's the love and gentleness I'm looking for. Oh boy, wrong way. There we go. Right, so that's all park, neutral, brakes are on, great. Tighten. I must actually also check that the stuff is like tightened. Right, lefty loosey. One of us. Anything we can do with this. Right, tightened. Yeah. Right, now we just gotta loosen you up. Don't think the next one's tightened, so just double check. Yeah, no, it's not tightened. Right, so we got quite a trip ahead of us. So let's get rocking. Alright, so according to the manual, we gotta haul these to the sawmill at track B3. So we are gonna be leaving by the south. So we want to go that way. That's automatically going to switch. We want to go left. Now that one we're not going to worry about because we're going to trigger it in any case. So that's left. And that's to the right. So that's right. Then at the sawmill we want to get to B3. And we're going to approach a sawmill from the east-south. Oh boy, where's our book? There we go. No, sawmill. Where are you? There we go. Last page. So we should be approaching from here. We want to go to B, so that's going to be right. Which number of B again? B3. B3, so we're going to come from this direction, so we want to go to the right, and then left, and then hopefully there's nothing on those freaking tracks. Right, so with our routes plotted nicely and everything. Wait. Yeah, to the right. I just wanted to make sure about that one. Right, with our route plotted, our cargo is hooked, we are basically ready. So we can do our light sequences. Give a good old holler. And we're basically off. Oh boy. I forgot to set which direction we're going. Maybe I should have closed my door. Why is the caboose flashing lights? Right, that should be all the trailers hooked. And should be moving. But all the couplings should have tension on them, so we can push. Right, we got no traction offline, we got no brake light warnings, nothing. All's looking good. What was the seat thing again? There we go, X. So we're just gonna sit on our rear end and we're gonna drive. Okay, let's just wait till we pass the speeding limit over here. And then we'll really accelerate. Right, let's just get our timing here on the locos while we're... We just need to get like a length type thing. Slow speed. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. So about 50, count to 15 when we know our things are cleared. So right, we should be able to accelerate to a nice decent 60. Alright, let's just get some what's its name? Let's just call it horse brakes. Or the loco brake. Let's just get some loco brakes going. Well, luckily we're going to the left, so... yeah, we can easily run away over here. Let's just... oh, that's too late. Come on, trains, help me. There we go. Hold on. It's really worked these train brakes in. Yeah, boy, that was really a biggie to get like in there. Okay, the loco brakes are not really helping. Let's get the train brakes rather going. Of course, the loco brakes aren't helping us jack at this point of time. It's just too heavy for the loco to brake all of this. That was downhill is freaking torture on the brakes over here. Isn't this the same spot where we derailed last time? And then we like forgot to freaking turn on the brakes. Well, hopefully we'll go a bit more level. Oh, I think that's where I found the caboose last time. Shall we just go check what's inside of there? Let's quickly go check what's in there. Maybe we can drag it with us. Right, I know we're on a time schedule. But I'm really curious what's in there. So currently we should just be like out of that merger to the south of a forest south. And there's like this abandoned thingy over here. But if I'm not mistaken, this is where last time I found the red caboose. Reginald's garage. Well, there's nothing in here, so... I think this is where I found the caboose. In Reginald's garage. Yeah, there's nothing much else around here. Yeah, I think in Reginald's garage we found the red little caboose. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I must actually ignore this one now. Right, so Reginald's garage, I think that's where we found the caboose, and it's just like south at the junction of the forestry south. Right, well, all of that out of the way. Let's get a move on. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. Okay, everything should be coupled, so, well, unintention. I just gotta remember this is a 30 zone. I must just remember that. Right, no real speed limits there. I never checked on the side if it says how much the load is on this wagon, on this loco. Let's just see if a loco brakes can keep us down. No, it can't. Let's get some train brakes to assist us. Of course, loco brakes don't mean jack at this point of time, keeping us below 30. Okay, so we got a 60 sign coming up, but we also got a crossing ahead of us. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12. So everything should be past that speed limit. Right, I can't really see what the speed limit is here. So we'll just coast there at like 30 thereabout. Left is 40. Okay, so we're quite reasonable still in the 40. Okay, don't want to overdo it. We can pick up a little bit of speed more. I will just keep on using the train brakes cause the loco brakes are currently not working well. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. Oh, but you know what? I think the sawmill Zeneca's around the corner. Okay, now we can accelerate to 70. Well, we don't really need to accelerate. We can just coast her down, okay, 60. Alright, we are losing speed, so we can keep the traction in. Right, come on, traction. Elusive freaking speeding signs. Ah, she mustn't really work. Oh yeah, I actually did find a map with the whole speeding signs, but unfortunately I didn't have time during the week to actually print that out, so that I can like keep it next to me here and plot more or less what my speeds need to be. Where I need to start slowing down, where not. Because I'll never memorize all of these tracks. Yeah, I think this load is way too much for a little DM2. Okay, 40, just remember that dragon, we're at 40. Come on, you can do it. Now we're losing way too much speed, speed on this. We'll just cook the traction motor a little bit. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I don't really want to cook the traction motor. We're like right on the verge of cooking it. What was the last speed sign? 40. Oh my goodness. Right, 40 and it's still an uphill, so that's good. We're not really going anywhere. No, I don't want to cook the traction motor. Well, maybe I do, because I'm very hungry and I need to bake an omelet. Oh boy, this uphill is cooking this poor little traction motor. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, I know, we're busy cooking the traction motor, I know. Ah, and we're here at the sawmill, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, wait, no. I think this is a split coming together. Or no, this is a sawmill. Right. Right, so we need to look where we're parking this. Right, so it looks like my area B3 might be clear. Yeah, B3 is clear. So we can just park the stuff in the middle. Uh, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. Okay, well, we can actually almost put it like right up there in the middle of every year. Get some loco breakers also to help. There we go. Right. Get you into neutral. Get the lights off. Because we're basically just gonna nuke for cargo now. Right, you're neutral. Yeah, boy. Yeah, we can flip all of these switches. Put on the handbrake. There we go. So right, let's secure the cargo. This is a very short load, so we just need to do the first break over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get your sequence right, Dragon. Right. Close this brake valve. Leave that one open. Let the air decompress. Close that valve. Then nuke. There we go. That's proper sequence. You did not see me accidentally unhook it before I got the coupling valve. Yes, this is the one I got the license for. Well, later. If there is a turntable, align it with the vehicle before started. Later. This is what Tibby looks like. Oh wait, I need to handle him. Right, we'll explore you now. I just want to hand him this quickly. Right, uncouple, and that's basically it. Right, there you go. Right. How much moolah did he give me? Only 7 grand? Ach, no time bonus. Okay, it's probably because of that freaking uphill and the time that I took to hook up the caboose. Right, so we're on to 20 grand. What jobs do you guys got for me over here? Some shunting. 255 ton. That we should be able to do. I wonder, shall we give it that a loco go? What does this all entail? Right. Let's look for a nice logistic hauling. I don't have a license for that. Wonder, can that? Where is it? It's a DM3. Can handle like 400 tons. Which is well. I've got the long license. I'm sure I've got freight haul. Right, anybody else maybe going to the city south? No, no. We can actually do this one. And that's like 32 grand. This is going to be a nice deal. But then I gotta get that guy hooked onto here. So where on the sawmill is the repair thingy? I think it's still out, all the way out there. So I don't know where you're standing. I think let's use this loco. Use and abuse. Right, we'll just pay the... What's the fee that I need to pay on this guy? Fees. Oh, 2 grand. No way. Well, we need to unhook and move you in any case. So, let's unhook, move you. Pull you up, just get that amount a little bit less. Right, we're gonna pick you up right up just now. Don't worry, my caboose. Oh, darn it, I almost made the freaking same mistake. Twice in a row I almost made the same mistake. Right, we need to get you to that service point. So we can just service you inside of here. Right, I believe that's a service point. Yeah, there we go. So that should be the service station. Oh no, there's the service station. Oh my goodness, we gotta drive all the way out there. Right. Let's get this little caboose here to the service point. Oh, my word. Forgot the freaking handbrake and this. Oh boy. Still building up pressure first. One of the sides leaking. There we go, now we got pressure. See, all the safety mechanisms is in for idiots like me. Right, now we can give it proper use. Right, so we need to run this thing all the way in front. But yeah, we're gonna look at that DM3. We're gonna see if we can't drive that. But I'm now really wondering about this red caboose little story. It would be nice to travel with my caboose. But is it really necessary? That's the main question. Alright, so that's a turntable. Right, ah, there we go. There's the service point. Freaking downhill in the freaking shunting yard. These guys really know how to live up onto the edge. Right, there we go. Right. Reverse up. Let the people know we're going. Can I push this guy further down there for in case I need to turn that blue loco around? I'm just wondering. I wonder, does anybody know if those locos have been designed so that you can pull them up while they're running? Or is the best standard procedure to switch off engines? I probably presume it will be standard safety procedure. Switch off the engine. Right, that off, neutral, lights in a orderly zero fashion, handbrake on. We'll just engage both frame brakes. And engine on. And we can do all these repairs. Where's that fuel hose? There's no freaking fuel hose here. There's no freaking fuel hose. I can't refuel this thing over here. Well, hopefully that will teach you not to put the dustbin close by. Well, hopefully they're not going to charge me too much for the fuel. Well, I hope so. Right, we're just gonna go into reverse direction. We're just gonna go to the end of the line over here. And then we're gonna take that DM3 for a drive. That way we at least got some experience before we drive Timmy. Timmy, we're coming for you! Well, as soon as we can get 100 grand so that we can freaking repair you. Wait, maybe we can throw in fuel over here. Right, neutral, there we go. Lights back to normal. And this might be the last time I ever drive you. Might. We still gotta see about the rest over here. Why is there a circuit breaker still on? Or is it just the outside light? Incompatible. And a freaking fuel thingy. Right, so we are... Okay, so we first need to hook up the caboose. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm gonna drive this thing for the very first time. Right, later. We'll first figure it out the dragon way. Right, why can't we press... Why can't we press buttons? Do I need to claim it or something? Later. Right, okay. Why can't I press buttons? Right, electric kicks. Ah, there we go. Dash light, cab light. There we go. Thank you. That's all that we wanted to do. Lights rear, lights front. Oh boy. Lights front. Right, switch all lights off. Light rear. What is this? Okay, thank you. Later. You know what? I don't want to press never. Right, there we go. Oh boy, I'm the wrong button over here. Right, so that should be full forward on. There we go. And let's just say never. Freaking heck, now watch. Now I'm gonna need training and I can't get that tutorial back up again. There we go. There's a red little light. Right, so let's see if we can figure out how to start this thing. Okay, well that we got going. I don't got a button assigned for the engine brake. Oh wait, we do. There we go. So we got the engine brake already assigned. Then they also got like a brake valve thingy. Ah, there we go. Which position must it be? Normally it should be with the flow of the pipe. But I'm not sure on this one. Okay, well, wish me luck. Right, forward. Oh my goodness, it sounds like a pooper. Ah, doesn't sound too bad. Ah, this engine brake is awesome. Right, I like. Right, let's switch everything off. Oh boy, let's leave on the electrics. Where's that fuel cutoff? There we go. Right, I like what I see. I like what I see. Oh, and it's got windows that I can actually slide open. Unlike the freaking other model. Right, shall we hook up the caboose first? You see, I'm afraid the cargo needs to go out the other way. But we gotta leave through the north, and then I gotta turn that thing around in any case. I actually think the caboose is gonna be annoying. As much as I want to drag my home around with me, I think it's gonna be annoying. I don't know. Alright, where was that good contract? It was this one. There we go. Plywood delivery. So, these guys should be on C10. And they need to go to the Good Town factory. Right, let's just get all of our stuff ready over here. Where's the Good Town factory? Good Town factory. Goods factory and town, GF. It's all the way there, so I think what we could do is leave through the north, go around there, past the SM, which is a steel mill, and then get in through the goods factory through over there on the left hand side. So, let's make sure about all of our trucks over here. So, we're going to leave through the north, so we need to go right. Then, we're going to go through there. Then we want to head to the left. Back to the right, and then we want to go to the left. Okay, that one's not going to matter. I want to go to the right. Want to go to the left. And we want to go... Oh wait, we want to take this route past the sawmill. So actually we want to go to the left, to the right. Keep to the right. Go past the sawmill. And stay to the right. That looks like a pretty decent route. So we're going to go right. And we're going to go right. And we're going to go left. Left. Right. Right. Through the sawmill to the right. Yeah, that all looks good. Right, so with that set up, where do we need to drop off this stuff? Okay, so we just got to deliver them all to D5. So if we go to the goods factory... Oh, wait. Goods factory. Hold on. Oh, okay, that's right. So we're going to come through this track over here. And we need to get to D5. Maybe it's actually better coming in the other way then. Yeah, I think it's going to be better coming in the downside over here. Yeah, so we travel this high speed way over here. Right, so let's just reset up this again. So we want to come through there. So we're going to leave through the north, right? We're still going to stick to the right. And then we're going to go to the left. But there we're going to stick to the right. That needs to go to the left. Left. That needs to keep to the left. And that to the left. Then we're going to approach a goods factory from over there. So that will allow us to get into D5 over there. So left and right. I was thinking it's almost set up. Right, so where do we need to pick up our cargo? C10. C1, sorry. Right, so we're at the sawmill. Right, and I think our loco is standing over here on B track. Yeah, B track. So our cargo is here at C. So let's go inspect them. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go. C309. Okay, we're gonna head out. Oh boy. Through the north, yeah. So that's north. So that's correct. So let's make sure about this. Oh, we're gonna lock. Wait. So you are. Which number are you in? 309. 309. It's on the list. And your brakes on. Great. Hooked, tightened, coupled, open. Back, you know what? We can leave that brake off. 533. You're on the manifest. Your hook tightened, coupled, open. Lefty loosey. 971. You're on the list. Great. Hook tightened, coupled, valves open. Lefty loosey. And 008. You're on the manifest. Great. Hook tightened, coupled, valves open. Lefty loosey. 270. That's great. Hook tightened, coupled, valves open. Yeah. Lefty loosey. 002. You're on the manifest. Great. This is going well. Hook tightened, coupled, and valves open. Lefty loosey. And 126. You're next on the manifest. Great. Hook tightened, coupled, valves open. Lefty loosey. 087. You are next on the list. Great. Hook tightened, coupled, valves open. Lefty loosey. 314. You're the last on the manifest. So we got all the cargo and your last valve is closed. Great. I like this. Right, let's get to business. So I got two choices. I can either leave the caboose here, or we can take our mobile home with us, knowing that it's going to be a pain in the rear in the long end. In the long haul. Plus, I don't think the caboose really serves any purpose. If you know what I mean. It's not really serving any purpose. Right, C10. I just want to make sure about this. Right, sorry. So that's the south. So great, that's the south, but we're gonna be here at the north. Sorry, C10. We want to go to the right, to the right. That's right. Oh yeah, no, this is right. Right. That's correct. Then, right, we're gonna go out here by the north. Okay, well, first we're gonna go out through C, and then we gotta reverse and fix these things in any case. Right, wish me luck. This is the first time I'm driving this loco. Oh, wait. Right, brakes are engaged. Right, we can loosen up the parking brake. Wonder, how do I know if this wheel is... Oh, it's got a notch there on that leading wheel over there. Right, just also make sure this guy's... Right, so we're going to go forward. Reverse is on. Forward here. Oh my goodness, this thing sounds like a pooper. Okay, what brake is on? Oh, that took the brakes on. I almost wanted to say, how much diesel has this thing got in? Is that the fuel? I presume that's a fuel level. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it caboose. I just see trouble in the future with the caboose. Oh my goodness, this thing sounds wild. Right, we need to get all the way to that split over there. Yeah, but it doesn't really sound like if you're... Why aren't you really, like, moving? Oh! First gear. Second. Third. Oh my goodness, this thing's got a freaking gearbox. There we go. This thing's got a freaking gearbox. Right, okay, I'm not gonna like this. Right, let's just keep it into second gear. Right, reverse. Wait, wrong thing. Right, we need to make sure we hooked up the right way over here. Right, so we want to go to C, so we want to go left, right. Where was our cargo again? Was C1. Right, there we go. Right, we are reverse, brakes off. Oh boy, wrong lever. Right, what button can I assign for the freaking gearbox? I need to assign the controls for the gearbox over here. I'm not gonna sit here and control them manually. Plus, I'm gonna forget that freaking sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. You know what? We're just gonna cheat. That last sequence is very weird. that last sequence is really weird. Right, there's our cargo. Well, this gearbox is slowing it down nicely when you like release the throttle. So you can't really like overdrive. I think I'm gonna like this gearbox actually. Even though it's a pain in the rear end to freaking... Oh my word, it's a party gearbox. Boop. Boop. Freaking party gearbox. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave a caboose. It's just gonna be trouble. I can just see it already. But I want to get the gears a bit sorted. Yeah, I'm so used to it. I don't want speed now. Now I need to get used to this one's speed. Right, well, that's a nice little tap. Right, get to neutral. There we go. Right, boop. Tighten. And this is our very first trip with the DM3. Right, so basically we're ready to go, but I just want to quickly do this. Controls. Control binding? No, cancel. Train controls. Is there a gear up, gear down? Oh my goodness, really? You're not gonna let me just... Oh, boy. How am I gonna assign this to my controller over here? Oh my goodness. Well, well, we just got you. I'm out of buttons. Isn't there just like a general gear up, gear down? No, it's not. Yes. Alright, I can't do that. Yeah, boy, and that's even gonna be worse. Now that as well. If it was all like on one button, I would have had a solution, but currently you gotta do the left and the right. You know what? Let's just try to do it manually. We'll just do it manually. Right, so we hooked. We're ready. We can switch to the forward direction. Get all our lights going for the forward. We're in first gear currently. Right, train brakes off. Loco brakes are off. And we are going to move our very first cargo. Or maybe not. Because Numbskull over here forgot to check the parking brake on the first wagon. And I left my loco without switching it properly. Fine, I won't tell if you won't tell the safety officer. Alright, and here we go, folks. Right, I think I'm gonna need a bit more height to see the freaking speeding signs. This thing might be difficult to sit in all the time. Right, this thing is gonna be a beast to drive. Right, I think we can shift up to the next gear. Oh wait, that was too low. There we go. Right, we'll see how far we can get up with those gears. Oh my goodness. I can already see this nose is going to cause problems with the freaking speeding signs. I can already see that coming. I can already see that coming. So you actually want to tell me this is a pure diesel engine? There's no traction motor on this car. By the sounds of things over here. How good's the engine brake on this? Not very good. How good's the stopping power? Oh, if you're on the right gear, it actually becomes quite awesome. So, the right gear brakes it quite nicely, actually. That way you can save a bit on your freaking Loco's gearbox. Oh my goodness. Right, this was a 50 zone, right? Oh, right. Right, I think let's just give a bit of extra braking power. Oh boy, that's a 30. Right, can the gearbox hold for... Can the engine brake hold this? Yeah, the engine brake's holding it. Great. So, we need to, like, keep the RPM here about at 50. Well, whatever that middle is, 60. So we can get good engine brake performance out of this guy. But so far not too bad. I forgot to do counting. We're just sitting a lot lower in this thing. I don't really feel comfortable with this height. So guess we're standing the entire trip. Right, so now we should be able to go up to 60. No, we don't have enough torque. Sorry, I'm still have to get used to this freaking gearbox. Freaking heck. This gearbox control over here is really gonna be a challenge. Right, we got a junction up ahead. What was our first turn? Right. Right, gearbox alone is not doing it nicely for me. Unless we go one more gear down. Oh boy, that's not really good. Right, well, the braking really is difficult in this thing. Well, especially now that I've got the engine brakes thing going. Well, luckily we didn't derail anything. I suppose that's a good point. But yeah, the only thing I don't like is when you sit, you can't really see the speed signs. Why are you eating up? I'm not seeing the like the heat gauge temperature type thing. Right, going to the right, so that's 50 in any case, so we're still fine. Oh, this thing is a beast. It just takes long to get up to speed. And I don't know if I'm like really operating the gears. Oh goodness. Almost caused a derailment there. Right, well, let's one more gear down. Right, there we go. Right, can we go one more gear up? Right, I don't think we were ready to shift gears. Okay, well, it's running cooler now. Oh wait, sorry. That's a previous gear. Okay, let's run it all the way up to this gear. Till that light eventually blinks and screams at us. Right, it looks like we have to go one more gear down. Then it runs cooler. Or does it? Not really. Yeah, not really running cooler. I need to figure out where these things like start to heat up. Right, we'll have to go one gear down. Oh boy. This is even slower than the freaking other guy. This is like really a lot slower than the other guy. How does it freaking... I should have probably done the tutorial. No, I should have done the tutorial on this guy. This freaking gearbox sucks. We're losing speed. Let's go gear down. Are we gonna build up heat or not? Well, it's still staying hot. But mind you, we're like dragging freaking 300 tons over here. I really need to figure out this gearbox. No, we're eating up again. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a long trip. Alright, which gear are we in? Oh boy. I can walk faster in this. Oh my goodness. I don't think Timmy might be a good idea to restore. I really don't think Timmy will be a good idea to restore. I'm starting maybe to regret my decision on Timmy. Okay, 50. I'm just still trying to figure out this thing. But mind you, take a look at the freaking freight that we're hauling. What is this? Alright. Load rating, top speed, 3. That top speed was also like 3. But according to this thing's dynamic braking should be awesome. Right, this guy, even though this guy freaking can do more load, it's freaking slow. Oh, mind you, how much was this cargo again? Well, we are doing 379 tons. Oh, goodness, we're increasing heat. Right, will it help if we gear down again? Yeah, it does. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, there we go. Now she's running cooler. Ah, okay, 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 okay. Now I'm with you. Okay, so that's the idea behind your little gearbox. Oh wait, what was that speeding? Oh boy. I must have I'm trying to concentrate so much on the freaking temperature and everything over here. Right, we should be able to go into the next gear. No, now she's heating up again. When is it safe to go to the next gear? Never mind, found out. It's not safe to go to the next gear. Because eventually like really heats up. Right, where's the next gear? You up and you down. Right, we should be ready for the next gear. See there, it's heating up again. There we go. I think it's like stable at 90. Oh my goodness, this thing is a beast to work out. Listen here, by the time I get to you, I'll be freaking an old bearded old man. You know what, we're just gonna run into freaking 105. Are you cooling down or are you still heating up? Right, we need to go to the right and at least it's 50. I suppose it's just growing pains. I just gotta get used to how this loco operates. Freaking Equus thing's a beast to figure out. Yeah, just remember it's 50 Dragon. Oh boy. I don't pay attention to any speed limits. I'm 70. Great. 70 is good. We can do 70. Right, I presume we can go to full gear. No, we got it. It looks like we really have to like hit that 100 RPM. Okay, well, 80 and we're speeding up, so that's good. Freaking heck. Last time I moaned about my car's gearbox. This is the last time I ever moaned about my car's gearbox. You wish I can get this thing to 100. We can't even max out for RPM on this gear. So it was like an 80, 100. Okay. I really have to go fast for the last gear. But the quick gearing down that's really gonna bugger me up. Yeah, don't worry, we're not even freaking close to you. Right, so 40 it looks like that's like the final gear. Not that it can even get up to that speed. It's like a little binary number sequence almost. Almost. What was that again? 70? Oh, really? I'm gonna derail this thing on the first day. I can see it. 80. 80 is good. Not that we can even get this thing up to 80. Okay, 70. Freaking heck, all this tonnage behind me. I am stressing my little caboose off. Oh, this DM isn't free. Might be a freaking bad idea to invest in. Right, I wanted to get the caboose hooked on and drive it permanently. But the more I'm thinking about it, especially with a turnaround and that, it might be a bad idea with a caboose. Ah, 60. And there's a junction coming up, so yeah. It's maybe just gear down and then use some engine brake. Get down to like 40. 40 ought to be good. Why doesn't the engine sound good anymore? My engine doesn't sound good anymore. I think I blew the head gasket. Okay, well, it looks like we're coming around a nice speedway. Right, so as soon as we hit that 40, we can go to the max. Okay, well, we can expect in any case a speed decrease in any case. I will like really at max RPM. Just a little bit off the throttle, not a lot. This thing is freaking slow. Don't they have like a top speed rating on this thing? Yeah, I don't see like a top speed rating on this thing. Talking about top speed, keep an eye on your speed limits, Dragon. Right now I can't remember what the speed limit is because I'm struggling so much to get this thing up to speed. There we go. 80 and we can speed up. Actually, apart from a freaking gearbox, it doesn't sound too bad of a loco. But yeah, we will never have been able to hold this with that other loco. I wonder where we are more or less. Unfortunately, there's no map tracking in this mode. So you can't really see where you are till you get there. But I think we should be almost close to the goods. I don't even have a little freaking ceiling fan in this thing. Right, so we're at max gears, everything on this guy. Right, we're coming up to an intersection, so I just want to sort of like stand by. Right, we're gonna go to the left, but I can't really see. It looks like a 50. Yeah, no, we're all good still. Right, 50 still, and we're going on a little bit of an incline. So we might want to push the accelerator a little bit. I still believe we got good enough RPM on this gear. Well, we'll see that now through the heatage. Right, 60, yeah, that's not a problem. This loco is going so slow in any case with this loader behind it. Right, we're like really losing RPMs over here. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have gear down. Or I must gear down a little bit faster than that. Right, we're very close to blowing that traction motor again. Come on, cool down. Cool down. There we go. Yeah, just gently does it. There we go. Now we should be at the good point where it cools down and we're getting torque. Great. Yeah, it's cooling down and we're getting torque. Jesus, thing is difficult to control. But this gearbox just adds a whole new level to everything on the DM3. Really gonna take a while to master this thing. Right, 40s, that's good. We're not even close to that. Alright, now we're getting close to it. Right, engine brakes. Oh, great. That was a bad idea letting go of a brake. Okay, right now we have to freaking gear all the way down up here. Alright. Well, at least it doesn't look like anything derailed. So, we were able to save it. Yeah, I'll have to memorize these gears somehow. Well, so far I'm not doing too bad. There we go. Right, and the speed is going to decrease in any case, so let's go down one gear. Yeah. I love his engine brakes. They're helping quite a lot with the downhills and all of this tonnage. Alright, that should clear up all of them. Right, I think let's switch off the engine brakes. Right, I think we can go another gear down. You know what? Because, any case, I think the town is up here in any case. Oh, right. Yeah, brake. I need to first make sure wherever we need to go is clear. It looks like it's just track, so we should be clear. Where did our order say? D5, yeah. Yeah, that was a bit too fast all in action. Yeah, I don't think I want to go faster than that. I just love his engine brake. Right, next gear down should be... There we go. Not too bad, terrible for a first drive in the DM3. But this gearbox is something to work out though. Right, now we can just use the engine to brake us hopefully. That way we can save the train brakes a little bit, you know? Right, there we go. Home, sweet home. Right, and now we're just gonna do a power down sequence here. Right, so lights can all go off. And I want lights off. Right, you know what, the cab light, no what? Might as well. Oh, okay, all wipers come on except for driver one. Oh, wait, it's a binary sequence. Okay, never mind. Right, and you can switch you on. Get the handbrake up, and then we can kill the diesel. There we go. I really don't think that was a bad ordeal. But since this was like a heavy cargo, you know what? We're gonna latch up the first two handbrakes. There we go. Right. So first, we're gonna close you. Unhook. Let the air go out. Close that. Unhitch. And there we go. Right, has anybody seen the shop where I need to hand this thing in? Oh boy. Sawmill. Right, so we stopped at... Probably just right at the front key. Oh, sorry, we're at the goods factory. So yeah, we're here at D, so we need to move to the west. There we go. That should be that way. But I like my planning. Ooh, I need to explore this place. Maybe there's another loco hiding here, just for me. Maybe see, do they got a shop here? Alright, let's just quickly jump a fence over here. Right, Timmy's gonna be a real bugger to drive, I can see that already. Hello, I'm here for my moolah. Where did he go? There we go. Thank you. Oh, and we got a time bonus with that freaking slow thing. Right. Not bad for a first day, hey? And we got a freaking time bonus on that. Oh yes, 60 grand. We're almost there to fix Timmy ourselves. Oh yeah, because we couldn't get that part fixed. What did we do wrong? Right, we got no damage, nothing to it, but... $38 grand? You gotta be freaking kidding me. We're taking off more than what I got for the job. Oh my. No, that's not right. That's not right. No, that's not right at all. Freaking monopoly market. Right, we're gonna explore just here and see if there's any garages or anything over here. Well, there is a shop. Right, I think let's get this Timmy version 1 out of the way. Let's just go freaking fill it up in there. This thing's expensive. It's not a cheap little loco, this. It's really not cheap operating this guy. Really, it's not. It's really not cheap operating this guy. Right, did we? Yeah. Right, second gear. I think a second gear will be good. As the engine brake goes low. You know what? I think we can run like at lower RPMs because we're not really pulling anything. Lower RPMs should decrease the diesel consumption. Oh, there's another little DM3. Wonder if it's a better condition than this thing. Could that be it? Because really, look how bad in the condition this thing is. Okay, so maybe it's just because I took a really buggered up loco. But at this price, I could have rather saved up and fixed Timmy. And drove him rather. Right, I think this is a signal where I need to turn. Not yet. One more on. But I love the sound of this. Well, except for Hooter. It like really sounds bad. Right, let's get our lights into reverse. Right, get into reverse. Right, we're in reverse of that. Right, try and brake off. Oh, it feels so nice playing actually with a freaking flight yoke on this. Well, the throttle set of the flight yoke. So hopefully if we... I can't believe I gotta pay for the repairs on this thing. You know, it's such a blooming... Well, let's see. They said I need to pay 11 grand. So... let's see if I repair this thing myself. If that will be cheaper. Right, now we can take a seat position. Now it's a lot nicer to look at. No, we don't want steam. Where's the repair yard thingy? I need to look out if there's any garages or anything here. Ah, there's a repair shop. I need to keep my eyes about if there's any garages nearby here. Oh boy. Okay, so I just gotta remember, if this thing is more than 11 grand, it's not worth it. Then it's really not worth a repair. Well, I should say what's nice about the gearbox control now, you can sort of like keep a speed control on it as well, like a speed limiter. That's one thing that's nice about it. Question is, where's this thing's fuel tank? Oh wait. Battle, then electric, then starter. Lights, let's just kill all of it. Alright, engage all the brakes. Right, parking brakes on. That's closed. Got to kill the motor. There we go. Right, diesel. Oh, I'm awesome. It's just like a quick throw. Alright, so that's 1-5. Oh my word. No. No, I'm not paying this crap. No, I'm not paying this crap. Right, let's see if we do a co-payment. Bugger that. I'm not freaking paying that amount. Not on a freaking loco that I'm renting that I don't even own. No. They can lick my furry little blooming, well, my scaly little behind. Right, we'll pay the fee. Do a co-payment of 9 grand. No. I want to do the co-payment. No, I don't want to freaking pay 40 grand. No, I'm not freaking paying 40 grand. You can rub it off your little freaking scaly little rear end. Fine. I'll pay the freaking 30 grand. What was it? 13 grand. I thought if I do 11 grand co-payment, I get discount. Right, so that's full. It's like freaking 20 grand. Oh my freaking word. And that for a loco I don't even freaking own. Fine. That's my whole freaking salary. Gone. And the loco doesn't even look in that better of a condition. So much for your freaking mechanical repair. It doesn't even look new now. It still looks broken. Oh my goodness. Wheels, oil. Freaking heck. Mechanical powertrain. Was that damages I did to the loco? Alright, how much have we got left? 46. Well, at least we're sort of like halfway to fix Timmy. Oh boy. Thank you for robbing me blind. Well, at least now we can take a bit of a nicer jobs. What was that other license that we still needed? The logistic hauling. Which we don't really need now. Shunting, long, fragile. That's 448 tons. And that's to the city south. See, if I had the caboose now, we could have taken it to there. But it's only like 11 grand. Okay, but this one I need long too, and unfortunately I don't think this DM can do that in any case. Like 400 tons. So it's going to definitely be unable to do that. Well, that one's 14 grand to the harbor. Wait! Oh, no, wait. With the 2 tonnages combined, it's not going to really work out that great. Hazmat 2, I don't have that. This one might be a good one next. It's well within the tonnage limit. And it's 19 grand. The other one's a little bit dodgy. Because we can only do 400 tons uphill, and that's got like a 450 on it. So this one is about our best bet for next time. Oh boy. I really need to get more money so that I can repair Timmy. Sawmill to goods factory. Wait, we are at goods factory. Unload and store train with plywood and boards. I think that's a train that we just brought in. I really think that's the one that we just brought in. With all the plywood in it. Yeah, there's all the plywood in it. Right, let's quickly go to the shop. I want to see what garage key they maybe got here. And maybe just wiggle around here and just see if there's maybe a garage over here. Or maybe an old loco standing somewhere. Oh my goodness, this place is huge. How am I going to find locos or garages here? This place is huge. Well, at least not as huge as a harbor. Nope, nothing there. Where's the shop? It should be here. Oh, I can't wait till they get the passengers also going. But yeah, they haven't really like put up a date when the next one is. Right, let's see. You got a garage key here. No, no, no. No, well, brake cylinder L&D. Interesting. You got any keys for sale here? No, no. Nope, it doesn't look like they got any keys for sale here. Not that I can see. Nope, no keys. Okay, so this place has got no keys for sale. Does it have any garages or anything around it? Or any locos standing around? Nope, not seeing anything here. Alright, let's go around this turn. Just see, maybe something right here at the back? Like, even like derailed around the turn over here or something. Maybe like standing in one of these guys' backyard. Nope, not over there. Nothing here. Well, there's a red car over there if I can hotwire it. Nope, nothing around here. Nope, just flats. I wonder, are these like working flats or flats? I would hate to live freaking right on top of a station like this. Could that be? No, that's not the garage. Maybe. But it doesn't look high enough. No. That looks like maybe a future shop or something. Wait, I think there's one. There's one. Oh no, that's a workable one. No, I think all of those guys are operational. No. Nope, no dead locals standing in here. Yeah, no, I think these are operational ones. Yeah, no, these are operational ones. Oi. No, that's also another garage. Come on, I need to find the other locos. I doubt it will be on top of a roof over there. Okay, we'll go down here and then we'll go back around there. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything down here. Here, hidden locos. Duck, goose. What do you call that other game again? It's sort of like a hide and seek type game. Ah, there we go. Marco! Marco! You're probably just a truck. Yep, no, truck. Marco! Marco! I think I'll name it, if I do find another dead loco here, I'll call it Marco. Marco, where are you? Oh my word. Really? Nothing. Not even a garage? Oh no, it looks like there's zilch here. Right, so it doesn't look like if a goods factory's got anything here. Goods factory in town. Oh, that's not a garage label. And no train standing there. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything here at the goods factory in terms of locos, garages, or anything like that. Which is kind of sad. I mean, this is such a freaking large area. And I think it would have been quite obvious if we saw one. Or maybe it's just that well hidden. Okay, well, there's our little DM3 that we're driving around now so we can get Timmy all fixed up. I just hope that freaking 13 grand worth in damages wasn't me that I geared the loco down too much. Because if that is the case, then I'd rather stick with the yellow canary. Then I think I'll really stick with the yellow canary rather. Do you think they really put the loco this far, hide it all the way back here? That red building looks so much like a freaking good spot to hide a loco. Oh, that trailer's seen better days. Nope. Okay, I don't think there's any... locos here whatsoever. Yeah, it's a shame I can't make myself a cup of coffee. I actually want to check this out quickly. Can we? How does this work? Ah, okay. I think it's just gonna be like dark animation and then it goes all light again. Right, so I think we've pretty much explored here. I don't think we are gonna find a garage here or any hidden locals here at the goods factory in town. So, yeah. Next time, hopefully we can make up to the 100 grand that we need to fix up Timmy. Then we've got our very own operational DM3. Then I think rather what I'm going to do is maybe teleport the caboose to the museum. Because I don't really think it's worthwhile dragging, even though it sounds like fun, dragging my house around behind me and everything like that. It's going to be too much of a slip every time I want to turn the loco around and things like that. It's really not going to pan out for me. Especially when you like get to IME and... Wait, how does IME look? So you can sort of do drive in and drive out. And CW. Ah, CW is going to be a problem. Because you're going to basically come in and then you got to hope that you and the caboose will be able to come back in. You know, it's just a freaking nightmare. Because I wanted to say you can always just plan your route and going in one direction, but when you got to do shunting and that and you've got the caboose attached, then yeah, then it starts becoming a bit of a pain in the rear end, unless you just always aim at long distance hauling. So yeah, next time we will try to get more money and then hopefully repair up Timmy, and in the meanwhile, while we're getting the cash, we've luckily got that DM3, so we can actually try to learn the DM3 a bit before we just jump into Timmy and start driving it, even though I would have liked to say, Timmy, you are my first. But anyhow, folks, have an awesome evening further on and a night. From me, Green Dragon. Bye.